today I want to find out if the jinn is involved with the Muslims' DNA. That's the question I want to ask Yahya. Yahya, can you be kind enough and read Surah 17 verse 64 for me and then explain me what's happening?
I need to bring my Quran. So
go and get your Quran.
Meanwhile, you can talk to me.
No, go and get your Quran. I want to find out.
I just want to clear something. Last week,
I want to find out if the DNA of jinn is involved in your DNA. So go and get your Quran and then we talk.
I understand. Last week.
Last week was last week. Today is different day.
If you want to keep interrupting, I'm not gonna involve with you. And
just go and get your
last
Quran.
week I said, if we to consider that the Quran is false, it still does not confirm your Trinity or your religion, and I will get my Quran.
Yes, if Quran is the false answer to that is yes, Quran is very much false book, but also today we want to see how silly and stupid thing Quran teaches once Yahya is back. Surah 17 verse 84, according to Tafsir, if you do not say Bismillah, the DNA of jinn, that's the heavenly beings, are going to involve with the DNA of mankind when man has sex with the woman. If you don't say Bismillah, jinn is gonna have sex with your wife. Let's figure out that. Yahya, Surah 17, verse 64. Is that the correct Quran, Yahya?
What verse?
Verse 64.
It says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, واستفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك وأجب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك وشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد وعدهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking about shaitan.
He doesn't understand Arabic, but
shaitan is sharing a human when they woman and man come together. And the Prophet, peace upon him, he said, whenever you come to mate with your wife, you always seek refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because shaitan can mix along with you. And we can see, and nowadays, how many children, they are like evil doer, and yes, I confirm. And shaitan have temptation, and he can interfere with humankind.
okay, so did you all hear that? Satan involves with the sex with your wife. Let's see if Satan is involved with your DNA. Did you ask your father? Did your father say Bismillah before your father had sex with your mother, before you become a baby in your mommy's tummy?
I didn't have the chance to ask my father.
You didn't have the chance to ask your father. Why?
Why should I doubt? Because I look exactly like my father, and I wouldn't.
Maybe this is involvement from the Satan and human. That's what it's been produced.
It's obvious and you that you are like son of Shaitan, because as you were a Muslim and you just turn against Islam and a wicked way. It's obvious who's the true Muslim from the false Muslim.
Oh, you think I am the son of Satan? Let's see. This is what Islam is teaching.
She used to be.
So this is what Islam is teaching. Surah 17 verse 64. This is the background from the tafsir. It was narrated from Jafar bin Muhammad that the Satan sit on the male member of the man. So, when he does not say Bismillah, Satan has sex with his wife when he does certain things into her vagina like the man does. Why do you think it's funny? Let me read it again. Since Yahya thinks it's funny, let's read it again.
Because the narration
Satan
of man
sits
is
on.
not as
Let
holy
me
as
read
the
it
Quran.
again. Let me read it again. You already confirmed that to me. You already said this is. You already gave me the Quranic verse. I'm just explaining to everyone with the details in case someone is curious and they want to check out if their DNA is involved with Satan or not. Here's the practical details.
Do you have a Shatan DNA?
I am not
Do you have a
Muslim.
Satan?
Are you Muslim?
No, do you have a Satan
Are you
DNA?
Muslim?
Of course I am. Who's doing
Yeah,
that?
Did you ask your father? Did your father say Bismillah before your father had
Yes, of
sex
course
with
he
your
said
mom?
Bismillah.
Okay, so listen this and then explain this to me.
Don't say Bismillah.
Satan,
Everything you say Bismillah. Everything.
Satan sits on the male member of the man. Satan sits on the male member of the man. So if he does not say Bismillah, the Satan has sex with his wife with him. So husband and Satan is having sex with your wife and he does certain things, I'm not going to use that word, into her vagina like man does, while husband and Satan is having sex with the wife. And it was narrated in the same tradition that there are strangers like ones among you. It was said. What are the strangers like ones? He said, those who were shared by the jinn. It was narrated that Ibn Abbas said, my wife woke up and in her vagina was a flame of fire. He said, that is from the jinn's sex. Actually, it says jinn's intercourse. How does it make you feel knowing that your religion is teaching while you think you are having sex with your wife, also jinn is having sex with your wife? Is jinn raping your wife alongside when you have sex with your wife, Yahya?
As the brother said,
Look,
whenever,
he just pulled away his son because he knows teachings of Islam is ugly.
The way you're talking, vagina is, and there is a children around, you have no manners and you are going very, very low.
It's not about my manner. This is your sources are teaching.
Second, we Muslims, whenever we want to do anything, we always seek refuge from Shaitan and say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And this has become a norm because we rely on our Creator with all what we do.
That's
and
not my
it's
question,
not like
Yahya.
the way
That's not
you
my
put
question.
It. And the Prophet, peace upon him, he advised everybody, when you want to have intercourse, you go clean yourself, and then you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and you seek refuge from Shaitan, and you do. This is why our children become obedient, good children, not like yours. And beside, even yours, go and see what happened in France the other day, because they are report in your church. They are abusing boys over 370,000.
Let me bring something to attention.
370,000 children
do you believe? Let me respond. Let me respond, Yahya. Let me respond.
Go and talk about the church and your priest and your people, how wicked they are.
Let me respond. So I am simply asking the question. When you have sex with your wife alongside you, Satan is entering your wife when you enter your wife. That's the simple question I am asking.
It's all right.
And then, in here it is told. So I am asking, what is the percentage of your DNA is involved with the Satan? You already confirmed that you have to say Bismillah. The occasions when you then don't say Bismillah, do you seriously believe alongside of you, Satan, without your wife's permission, is entering her while you are having sex with your wife? And do you seriously believe that you wake up and then you look at your wife's private part and you see flames of fire as a sign of Satan? That Satan just had sex with her. That's the question I am asking. Yes or no?
No. Because as I said,
so is
the
that
Prophet,
means
peace upon
teachings
him,
of Muhammad is false?
Let me this tafsir is a narration of a man who are trying to explain it. As the Quran itself say that if you don't seek refuge from Shaitan, Shaitan will share you with all what you have, your food, your wife, everything. But Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, teach us to say a special dua when we are approaching our wife.
So thank you confirming that Satan will share everything. So that means when you have sex with your wife, Satan is already sharing your wife with you. Your wife is being entered, sorry for the language, but that's, I'm just putting as gentle, much gentle than what the Islamic sources are saying. Satan is entering your wife alongside of you, and you are waking up and looking at your wife's vagina and seeing flames of fire that Satan entered her. You are the one who didn't say Bismillah, but she's the one who is being raped by the Satan. That's the beautiful teachings of Islam. What is the essentials? Run away from Islam.
It's a duty.
What is the essentials? Run away from Islam. What is the essentials? Run away from Islam. That's all you can say. That magical word is not going to protect your wife to be raped by the Satan. Now, let me ask the second question, Yahya.
No, I didn't need to respond before you.
You already responded by confirming, Yahya.
As long as you seek refuge in God from Shaitan, God will protect you from Shaitan. And as I said, as long as all our doing, even when entering the house, we say, A'udhu Billah Minash Shaitan Rajim, we seek refuge from Shaitan. And we enter, we say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Shaitan have no place and no way that he is able to share anything with you. I would like you to reflect upon
so
this.
So is that correct that if you don't say Bismillah, is it correct if you don't say Bismillah, Satan is able to have sex with your wife? Is it correct that if you don't say Bismillah, that's the part I'm focusing on, Yahya, Satan is able to have sex with your wife?
How cruel and rude that I don't interrupt her when she's talking, and whenever I'm putting my answer to her, she's not able to wait for me to finish
answer
my
the
verses.
question.
And she only
are you saying
like an interrogation
yes?
room.
Are you saying that yes, if I don't say Bismillah, Satan is going to have sex with my wife?
So the officer Hatun,
are you saying when you don't say Bismillah,
listen
Satan is going to have sex with your wife? That's a very simple question. Answer and then we move on.
The Muslims are commanded and advised by the Prophet, men and women, to seek refuge from Shaitan. And as long as they do that, they prevent Shaitan from sharing anything. And that's my final answer. You have another question?
Yes.
Please do.
Just a clarification. What you said is simply answer my question as yes. When you don't say Bismillah, Satan is having sex with your wife while also you are having sex with your wife. Then basic question still stands out. What is the percentage of your being as a DNA is part of the Satan? 25, 33?
My DNA is 100% human.
How do you know? You said you didn't ask your father if your father said Bismillah.
So my mother would say it. Because
you think that's funny?
Do you think you're funny?
I'm not funny. I think this is disgusting.
No, you are not funny. Yeah, exactly.
I am really disgusting teachings and you are laughing at it.
Because I explained to you and you still going around in a circle.
Just to make sure everyone understood. So let's check it. Did you understand?
Did
you understand that if you don't say Bismillah, Satan is having sex with your wife while you are also having sex with your wife? Put your hand up if you got that. Couple of people.
Only somebody who's supporting her. Because as long as when you enter your
Surah 17,
when you enter your home, As soon as you enter your home,
Surah
coming back
17,
from
64.
work, even before you have the intention to have sexual intercourse with your wife, you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The shaitan is not there at your home anymore, because even your wife, even your wife at home, she's a Muslim, she's reciting the Quran or listening to Quran. Shaitan, he's not gonna sit around. And Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam advised us to recite Surah Al-Baqarah and exactly Surah Al-Kursi, which repels the shaitan from our home. And when we eat, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and we start. So shaitan, even when we throw, even some people throw what left from their food, shaitan, he's not gonna be able even to eat, because we mention the name of our Lord on the food, on everything we do. I hope I am clear enough, and I hope that you have something else to ask.
So you expressed the importance of Bismillah. That wasn't my focus. My focus was, when you don't say Bismillah, is this really happens? That's what my focus was. Let me read it again.
No,
The Satan,
you read it
the
Satan
Satan
already.
sits on the male member of the man.
Next subject.
So, if he does not say Bismillah, he has sex with his wife with him. The Satan has sex with his wife, and he does certain things. I'm not going to go through the details. If anyone wants it, it's here. Satan does certain things into her vagina like the man does. So you simply confirm that to me now. And also you are confirming that Ibn Abbas states, my wife woke up and in her vagina was a flame of fire. And then he said, that is from the jin's intercourse. Look, even Ibn Abbas narrates that there are people who didn't say Bismillah, and there are the physical evidence. There are the physical evidence that you get to see in woman's vagina when there is a proper fire. Proper fire, that means instead of you, Shaitan had
She will
sex
repeat that
with
forever,
your wife. So
because
now,
this is
you
Hatun.
confirm that.
The limited
You-
mind of a woman.
I know, I've got limited mind because simply I read the Islamic tradition
brother-
for Surah 17 verse 64.
brother just,
and from that I am interpreting, since my question was about the DNA, so woman's DNA,
Try to finish.
woman's DNA, another man as a human being DNA, plus Satan's DNA enters in the body of Muslims. Now let me ask you my next question.
Before you
Yahya,
ask my next question, I
You
find
said-
reference.
you
I
said
find
that you have a next question.
I find reference support that in your Bible, which is in Genesis 6. From verse number 1 to number 4.
Okay,
It
so what
says
is my
that
claim?
The Jew and the
What is my
Christian
claim?
believe that the shaitan share with them and multiply with them and their own children.
Read
so
it.
Genesis 6:1-4. You read it.
No,
by
no,
yourself.
read it, Yahya.
No,
Read it, Yahya.
I don't need to read it. I
Other
give the
day,
reference,
other day you
the
expressed.
The viewer might
Other, no,
have a
read
look.
it, we handle it. Other day
No,
you
no,
expressed that
you're the
Bible is
only
the
one,
word of God.
ready to read over and over.
Please read it and then explain it to us. Read it and then explain to us.
Look, I don't need to read. I don't need to read.
Read it, Yahya.
No, I'm not gonna read.
So,
you have another
if you
question?
can't even read it, then that means it's not there. So now, let me ask you my next question. Yahya, do you think your God is a pimp?